Hello, my name's John Benson, and this is my Week 3 public speaking video assignment. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and evaluate two memorable speeches given by my fellow classmates in Week 2, as well as my memorable speech, which I also gave in Week 2. For my evaluation and my critique, I'm going to go ahead and utilize the handout the professor gave us, 25 public speaking skills every speaker should have. So let's go ahead and get started. The first video I watched was by Nathan Sandy. Nathan, you had a great opening for your video. You told me who you were and what the video was about. And by asking me a question, drew me in, made me think, and made me kind of really want to sit up and listen to your presentation. You moved through the opening, through the body, as well as to the end of your speech on your conclusion. One recommendation though, your conclusion seemed to come very fast. You told the story on how you got to your near-death experience, but then when it happened, I don't know if you thought maybe you were running out of time or for whatever reason, the story just seemed to end right at the conclusion of your near-death experience. You might want to work on that just a little. As far as your public speaking skills, your pronunciation and emphasis on words was very good. You used eye contact, and your hand gestures and body movements were meaningful and did not distract from your speech. One other recommendation is, if you're like me, you use the word I think a lot. And to the viewing audience or the listening audience, when you use the word I think, it kind of shows like maybe you don't really know about the answer. It's your story, you know all the facts, so use positive comments. Instead of I think there was, just use there was. You use short, simple, easy to understand sentences. It followed a logical pattern, and it was very easy for me to go ahead and follow. You did try to use humor though with stopping the semi on a dime, and the delivery was just a little bit subdued. Maybe explaining why stopping a semi on a dime is so hard could also add credence to your story. Overall though, I could see why it was a very memorable experience, a near-death experience, a good story. I enjoyed listening to it, and I bet when you tell it in person, you even elaborate even more. Great job, Nathan. My second speech that I listened to was by Jerico Witte. Jerico, your opening was good. You told me who you are and what the video is about, your short military career. One suggestion though is try to avoid using negative words, such as use the word sucks. Sometimes these words may offend people. They're called maybe bad words. A suggestion could be to go ahead and use a negative part of the deployment or a negative side of or a negative aspect, something like that, instead of using which some people call bad words or vulgar words. You had excellent speaking skills. Your verbiage and pronunciation was very good. You showed that you were really knowledgeable about what you wanted to talk about and flowed real easy through your body and through the body of your speech, and it came out very well. You did use though an acronym when you were talking about your training, and some people who aren't familiar with the military might not understand what an acronym was for your training, so you may want to have to explain that. The overall flow was really good. There was an opening. You went through the body of your speech, and then you ended with the closing. Just one thing though too, the closing seemed to come up real fast. The transition might have been a little bit better from your last main point to your closing. A couple of suggestions or recommendations that I have is maybe changing it from my 4-year military career to possibly my first deployment, or using topics like my military career, the people, the places, and the experiences, something like that. Overall though, you are an excellent public speaker. You've got a great foundation to go ahead and build upon with your public speaking skills. Keep up the great work. Now, as far as a critique of my own video, As you can see, when it started out, my brain just went into slow motion, and it shows. It showed me stumbling at the very beginning, but I didn't panic. I just went ahead and started talking. I knew what story I wanted to tell, and I went ahead and told it. That was kind of a hindrance, though, to me, because I thought I knew so much about the subject and the story that I really didn't practice it very well, and it showed. It showed me stumbling over my words and stumbling over my facts. Practice, practice, practice. And the third thing is I probably should have developed a lot better outline. Once again, thinking it was a story that I knew off the cuff, that I could just go ahead and handle it, I didn't develop a really quality outline of what I wanted to talk about. It should have been something like Wake Island, what is it, where is it, what did I do for fun, and something like that, instead of just going ahead and starting from scratch. Overall, I really enjoyed this week. I liked watching the videos from my fellow classmates. I utilized the handouts that the instructor gave to provide a critique, very respectful, I hope. I didn't mean to cause any problems or hurt anybody's feelings. I enjoyed doing this assignment, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Thank you.